We all navigate a world increasingly shaped by AI, right?
Right.
It's in our devices, it's behind the scenes in global systems.
Absolutely. And the conversation tends to swing wildly.
Mhm.
It's either this incredible hype or um, almost existential fear.
Exactly. And what often seems to get lost in that noise is the positive side, the tangible global impact AI can have for good.
Hmm.
So today we're trying to cut through that a bit. We want to explore how AI isn't just, a fancy tool, but potentially a really powerful lever for global good.
Yeah. Looking beyond the headlines.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today our focus is AI for global good, sustainability, and social impact. And this isn't just abstract tech talk.
No, not at all. We're looking at how AI is actually being used right now to tackle some of humanity's biggest, most pressing challenges.
And to do that, we've gathered quite a range of sources, haven't we?
We're drawing on recent reports from places like McKinsey and Fingreen AI, looking at what big players like Google and Meta are doing. We've also got insights from MIT News and even posts on X from some really key figures. Think Jeff Hinton, the AI pioneer, and Antonio Guterres from the UN.
Right, quite the mix. So, our mission today really is to unpack how AI is being used for sustainability, things like cutting environmental impact, and for social good, like improving education or healthcare access.
Exactly. We'll cover the key applications, some genuinely exciting examples out there.
But also, importantly, the real challenges, right? And the ethical questions that come up. We want to give you a balanced view, the potential, yes, but also the very real
A
limitations.
well-informed perspective is the goal.
Okay, so let's start broad then. Just how far reaching is AI when we talk about tackling these global problems? It feels like it's mentioned constantly, but where is it actually making a difference for, global good?
Well, what's really foundational here, I think, is how closely AI's potential lines up with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs.
The 17 SDGs. Okay.
Yes. Precisely. McKinsey's 2025 report actually highlights that AI is being applied across all 17 of them, not just one or two areas.
All 17. That's significant.
It really is. It signifies a pretty pivotal shift, actually. AI isn't just some niche tech anymore. It's becoming this foundational layer being woven into global development strategies.
So it's becoming indispensable for future problem solving.
That's the idea. It's sort of the new baseline for how we approach these huge humanitarian and environmental challenges. And we're already seeing significant deployments in areas like good health, SDG 3, quality education, SDG 4, and climate action, SDG 13.
Okay, foundational layer. I like that framing. It means it's not just isolated projects, it's becoming systemic, which naturally makes me ask, what are some of the most powerful, concrete examples we're seeing right now? Where is it really in action?
Good question. Let's get into the practical applications.
Yeah, let's shift gears there. Where does the rubber meet the road? Let's maybe start with climate change and energy, huge global concerns, obviously. How's AI stepping up?
Right. So, stepping back for the bigger picture, AI is fundamentally changing how we manage energy and respond to climate issues. Fingreen AI's 2025 Trends Report talks about this.
How so?
Well, AI is brilliant at analyzing real-time data. Think historical energy use, current weather patterns. It crunches all that to dynamically optimize energy consumption.
Which directly cuts carbon footprints.
Exactly. It's not just about tweaking things reactively anymore. It's moving towards what you might call a truly intelligent grid,
An intelligent grid, meaning.
meaning a grid that anticipates demand, optimizes supply, proactively minimizes waste. Imagine the whole energy infrastructure as this living system, constantly learning and adapting for efficiency and resilience.
That's a powerful concept.
And beyond just the grid, you have AI-powered climate modeling. It integrates massive data sets, satellites, ground sensors to predict impacts like sea level rise or wildfire risks much more accurately.
So it helps with long-term planning.
Crucially, yes. And it also helps with renewables, predicting output from solar and wind, optimizing energy storage. It all helps reduce reliance on fossil fuels.
Are there specific examples we can point to?
Definitely. Google's flood forecasting initiative is a great one. It can predict riverine flooding up to 7 days out. That's huge for real-time risk mitigation.
7 days. Wow.
Yeah. And another Google project, Greenlight, optimizes traffic light timing to cut vehicle emissions in cities. It's a clever, practical application for urban sustainability.
That level of foresight, predicting floods days in advance, optimizing traffic lights, it really offers incredible advantages. So if AI is doing this for climate and energy, how does that extend to other vital resources? I'm thinking water, waste management,
Yeah.
even biodiversity.
Yeah, it's proven to be a bit of a game changer across the board there too.
Hmm.
For water management, AI analyzes sensor data to monitor usage, detect leaks really quickly, and even predict scarcity. That's critical in water-stressed regions.
Leak detection, yeah, that alone must save huge amounts.
Absolutely. And then for waste, you have AI-powered sorting systems that are dramatically boosting recycling efficiency. Plus, predictive analytics can minimize waste right across supply chains, pushing towards more circular economies.
AI Multiple mentioned things like this in their 2025 list, right? These kinds of sustainability applications.
That's right. These are becoming vital tools for sustainable resource use.
And biodiversity. How does AI help protect wildlife or ecosystems?
Well, AI uses things like image recognition from drones or camera traps and sensor monitoring to track endangered species or detect poaching activities.
So, like eyes in the sky, but smarter.
Sort of, yeah. It helps analyze population data, understand trends. Underwater sensors and satellite data do similar things for monitoring coral reefs or aquatic life. In-Green AI also knows its ability to predict environmental threats, like habitat destruction, allowing for earlier interventions.
Any specific projects jump out?
Google's Calling in Our Corals is a nice example. It combines citizen science people contributing observations with AI to speed up coral reef preservation efforts. It's a great blend of human input and tech precision.
Okay, those broad environmental applications are clear, but I'm really keen to understand the direct human impact too. Beyond climate and energy, where is AI making the most immediate difference in people's day-to-day lives? What's an application that really stood out to you?
Yeah, looking at it from that wider angle, AI's role in social good is incredibly diverse. We're talking education, healthcare, reducing inequality, even disaster response. McKinsey's analysis looked at 600 use cases.
600. Wow.
Yeah, and found significant deployments in areas like zero hunger and life on land, alongside the health and education ones we mentioned earlier.
Okay, let's break some of those down. Education first.
Sure. A good example is Google's Read Along app. It uses AI to help kids improve reading skills through interactive stories. It listens and provides feedback.
Hmm.
And there's work like DataKind did with John Jay College, supported by Google.org. They used AI to analyze student data and actually increase senior graduation rates by identifying students who needed support.
That's impactful. What about healthcare?
AI is integrating into clinical workflows, for instance, helping with earlier detection in breast cancer screening, or providing tools to help prevent blindness caused by diabetic retinopathy.
So, assisting doctors, improving diagnoses.
Exactly. And projects like the Open Health Stack are equipping healthcare workers, for example in Kenya, with digital tools specifically for maternal and fetal healthcare.
Okay, and reducing inequality. That sounds like a broad category.
It is, but AI can help. Google's Language Inclusion Project, for example, is working to support over 7,000 languages. Think about breaking down communication barriers globally.
Huge potential there.
And initiatives like offering free AI training, Google AI Essentials, training for 10,000 people in Oklahoma, for instance, aim to enhance economic opportunities, giving people skills for the future.
Right, and disaster response. You mentioned flood forecasting earlier.
Yes, beyond just climate prediction, AI helps coordinate relief efforts after disasters, too.
Yeah.
That Google Flood forecasting tool is critical there as well. Just imagine for a moment what that early warning means for a family in a potential flood zone.
It's literally life-saving.
It can be the difference between safety and, well, devastation.
These examples are genuinely inspiring. Seeing these tangible benefits is great. But, with any powerful technology, there's always a flip side. What are the major challenges or ethical considerations here? Nothing's ever a perfect solution, is it?
That's a really important question to ask. While AI offers these huge benefits, its own environmental footprint is a significant concern. This comes up quite a bit.
The energy consumption.
Exactly. Training these large AI models, particularly the generative ones that create text or images, uses a lot of electricity. MIT News has reported on this, and even Jeff Hinton mentioned it on X.
So the tool we're using to solve environmental problems itself has an environmental cost.
Precisely. It's a bit of a paradox. However, Hinton also suggested that AI could, eventually, help design better batteries or more efficient solar panels to mitigate its own impact.
So AI could help solve its own problem.
Potentially, yes. And there are initiatives trying to tackle this head-on. Meta has a project called Key Transformers, which they say reduces the life cycle carbon emissions of their models by about 9% without losing accuracy.
Okay, that's something.
And there's the Coalition for Environmentally Sustainable AI, launched early this year, with over 100 partners focused specifically on making AI itself greener.
So active efforts are underway.
Definitely. But EY's 2025 article also points out a crucial need for better regulatory frameworks to guide sustainable AI development.
Mm.
There's still gaps there. It's this complex balance, isn't it? The solution contributes to the problem, but is also maybe key to solving it.
Right, a complex balancing act. So AI's got its own footprint, efforts are being made. What other hurdles are stopping AI from reaching its full global good potential, especially when we talk about scaling these solutions globally?
Yeah, looking at the bigger picture for scaling, there are still significant challenges. Implementing these solutions widely and addressing geographic disparities is tough.
Like getting the technology to the places that need it most.
Exactly. And often, the fundamental issue is data. Data availability, data quality, data accessibility. These are huge hurdles, particularly in lower-income countries.
So the AI might work, but you can't feed it the right information.
Or the information just doesn't exist in a usable format. McKinsey reported that 60% of experts they surveyed agree that current AI efforts aren't sufficiently focused on these lower-income regions where the SDG impact could be highest.
A major imbalance. What else?
Talent shortages are a big one. You need people who can build, deploy, and manage these systems. And just organizational readiness, getting institutions to actually adopt and integrate these AI tools. Apparently, 72% of experts noted there's still more focus on research than on practical adoption.
More lab work than real-world application.
In many cases, yeah. And underpinning a lot of this is funding. There's a stark funding gap. Get this. Only about 10% of AI for good grants between 2018 and 2023 actually went to low or middle-income countries.
Only 10%, despite having potentially the highest need or impact.
Exactly. That imbalance really needs addressing if we want truly equitable global good from AI. It's fascinating. Sometimes the tech itself, the algorithms, they work brilliantly, but the biggest hurdles are getting the data, or convincing people to trust it, or simply getting the funding to where it's most needed.
That really puts it in perspective. So as we've explored today, AI for sustainability and social good, it's clearly a dynamic field. The potential seems undeniable.
Absolutely. We've seen evidence like that mention of over 600 use cases and that staggering 300% surge in SDG-related AI applications since 2018 that Rainmaker app highlighted on X.
A 300% surge. That's rapid
It
growth.
really shows the momentum in this space.
However, our deep dive also made it crystal clear that tackling the challenges data access, the talent gap, ensuring these tools are distributed equitably, that's absolutely crucial, isn't it?
Couldn't agree more. Those hurdles are key to unlocking AI's full potential for global good. It's not just about inventing the tech. It's about making it work for everyone, everywhere.
And the future looks busy. There are ongoing things like the AI for Good Global Summit happening in Geneva this July, the young AI leaders community trying to engage the next generation.
Yeah, lots of activity. But as Antonio Guterres stressed in that X post, a key focus has to be on designing energy-efficient algorithms and really integrating AI into smart grids for sustainability. We need to build this responsibly from the ground up.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening right now? I think it means the future isn't just about what AI can do, which is amazing, but about how we build and deploy it, how sustainably, how equitably.
That's the core question, really. What responsibility do we all share, developers, policymakers, users, all of us, in shaping that more sustainable and equitable future powered by AI?
A provocative thought to leave you with. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We hope it sparked maybe a few aha moments.
And maybe left you eager to explore more about this fascinating intersection of technology and global well-being.